So very good evening, student. We are going to start the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body and ribosomes. We will work on these three all together. Okay, so let's start the endoplasmic reticulum, and it is the part of our chapter called cell, structural and functional unit of life. So let's discuss what is endoplasmic reticulum. So the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi bodies are the single membrane bound structure, very important. Like nucleus, mitochondria, they are double bonded, but endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus or Golgi body are the single membrane bound structure of the cell. Okay, the membrane has the same structure, like they are made up of the lipid and protein as the plasma membrane do. Okay, means they are having the same material for the formation of their outer covering, and which is nothing but the lipid protein membrane. Okay, but ribosomes do not have the membrane. See, very important again, ribosomes are the membrane-less cell organelles of the cell. You are getting the point, everyone? Ribosomes do not have the membrane. Okay, so ribosomes are involved in synthesis of protein in the cell. During the protein synthesis, there are three main steps are being involved. One is called transcription. Second one is translocation. And third one is translocation. Okay, so in translation and translocation, okay, ribosomes are being used.
What's written, sir? What's written in the starting?
Transcription. Okay, let me write first here. Transcription.
Could you write all the things again?
Okay, transcription. Second one is translation. And the third step is translocation beta. Translocation. So transcription is nothing but the formation of mRNA from DNA. Okay, then mRNA comes out from the nucleus. That means this process takes place inside the nucleus. Then translation means whatever the genetic code or like nitrogenous bases code are present here are read by the transfer RNA. This process is called as translation. And before that process going to start, ribosome attached over the mRNA. This is mRNA. So ribosome attached along with the two units, large units on upper side and smaller unit on lower side. And whatever the sequence present on mRNA are going to read automatically with the help of tRNA and rRNA. This rRNA is nothing but ribosomal RNA. So ribosomes help in translation as well as in translocation in order to read all the sequences or triplet codon present on the mRNA. Yes?
Sir, can you once repeat, sir? Translation, sir.
Sir, could you repeat from the starting? I didn't understand anything.
Okay. See, this
Second
is the
point and
very
third point, sir.
Okay. Let me draw the diagram for that. Wait a second. I'm just moving the screen. Okay, here. Suppose this is our cell. Okay, suppose this is our cell. Okay, and we know in our cell we have nucleus, and in nucleus chromatin fiber is being present. That chromatin fiber is nothing but DNA beta. This is DNA. Okay, and we know DNA is present in double helical structure like this. Is it? And these two helix contain, see, suppose I'm drawing straight here. So here nitrogenous bases are present. Nitrogen bases. You know what are nitrogen bases? We had two types of nitrogen base. Nitrogen
No,
base.
sir.
Nitrogen bases are of two types, purine and pyrimidine. Okay, purine are of two types. Number one, we have adenine, which is represented by A, and we have guanine, and which is represented by beta capital G. Then we have two types of pyrimidine. We have cytosine and we have thymine. Cytosine is represented by capital T and C, and thymine is represented by capital T. So here we have
Adenine.
yes, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. We have adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. These are the four nitrogenous bases present on DNA. But thymine is get replaced in case of RNA. So in case of RNA, we have adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil. So instead of thymine, we have uracil in rRNA or RNA. Okay. So
Sir, could you write the spelling of uracil?
URACIL, uracil. It is present in RNA instead of thymine. Okay. So these are, suppose here beta we have A, it is adenine. Here we have thymine. Suppose here we have cytosine. Here we have A, then here U, G, C, T, T, A. Okay, all these are nitrogen bases are attached to that particular helix of the DNA. Okay, and adenine is always going to form the bond with thymine, and guanine is going to form hydrogen bond with cytosine. So A is going to bind with T, and C and G are binding together by the hydrogen bond. Okay, so this is the one helix, and here this is the one helix, that one, and this is the another helix. Helix is nothing but beta strand. Helix is nothing but strand. So here we have again, see, suppose here we have A. So A is going to form bond with T. So here T will come and hydrogen bond is present between them. So here we have T. So here A will come like this. Here we have C. So G will come here like this. Here we have A. So again T will come. Here U. No, not U. U is present in RNA only. So A, C, C. I'm just taking. So if C is present here, so here G will come. Here again G. Here again G. Here we have A. Here again we have A. And here we have T. So like this, this is the first helix and this is the second helix of DNA or strand, and both strand contain, these are the nitrogenous bases beta. These are the nitrogenous bases, and these nitrogenous bases are bonded with hydrogen bond with each other. That's why these two helix are held together, because they contain hydrogen bond between them. So when during the protein synthesis, one of the enzyme, that enzyme is attached to the DNA, that enzyme which is attached to the DNA is called as beta RNA polymerase enzyme. RNA polymerase enzyme. RNA polymerase enzyme just changes the structure of DNA from twisted to untwisted, like this. Okay, that RNA polymerase enzyme that makes that DNA straight like this, whatever we have drawn over here. Okay, and it breaks all the hydrogen bond between these two strands. It breaks all the hydrogen bond between these two strands. Okay, you are getting the point, no?
Who breaks the hydrogen bond?
That RNA polymerase enzyme.
Okay.
That one, that RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, so I'm just oh, wait a second. Let me erase that hydrogen bond between them. Okay, here G, so we will have C here, T, so A will here, and here T, so A will come here.
Sir,
like
we
this.
can't see, sir, where you are writing.
Okay, wait a second. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay. So see that RNA polymerase enzyme is responsible to break the bond, the hydrogen bond between the two helix of DNA. And see inside the nucleus, this process takes place inside the nucleus. Many nucleotide, free nucleotide are present there. Where? Inside the nucleus. So like randomly moving T, then U, okay, then A, C, G or U, G, all kind of these nitrogen bases are moving randomly inside the nucleus. So one by one, suppose here we have A, so T instead of T, see now mRNA is going to form. Okay, so instead of A, like here T will come, but RNA do not contain T, so U will come here, beta, U.
Sir,
Then
where
here-
you are writing, sir?
On a screen, you can't see that.
No, sir.
Let me reshare the screen. And now, screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm using red color, huh?
Okay.
Okay. I'm just zooming in. Okay. So here we have that T. Is it? No, A.
Yes,
So
sir.
A is going to form the bond with T, but in DNA, T is present, but not in RNA. So instead of T, U will come here, U. Here we
Yes.
have T, so A will come here like this. Then instead of C, G will come here. A, if we have A, say T, so U will come here. C, then again G, then again G, like this. Okay, so that new strand is formed, that is single stranded. This is called as beta mRNA. Okay, and mRNA is designed according to the sequence present in DNA. Is it? So that mRNA is forming from the DNA only. This process is called as beta transcription. This process is called as transcription. So what is transcription? The formation of mRNA from DNA, okay, with the help of RNA polymerase enzyme is called as transcription.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Now
once again, please.
transcription. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The process of formation of mRNA. Let me write.
Sir, from DNA or RNA?
mRNA is forming by DNA.
Okay.
Formation of mRNA by DNA through RNA polymerase enzyme. RNA polymerase enzyme is called as transcription, and it takes place inside the nucleus.
Sir, so this mRNA, it's basically the straight lines.
No. That straight line contain the sequences of nitrogen bases.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, they may be in any shape like this.
Okay, so
Curve shape.
mRNA is the nitrogen bases.
It is the polynitrogen base sequence. It is a like beads, you know, the string of the beads like this. Okay, let me check whether do we have that RNA structure or not. No, we do not have here. Okay, I think this is the not the part of your syllabus, is it? But you asked,
No,
that's why
sir.
I'm explaining here. So transcription is nothing but the formation of mRNA from DNA. Okay, then mRNA comes out from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. Suppose this is the cytoplasm. Okay, no, this is the mRNA. It is called a beta messenger RNA that gives message that travel like message which is coming from the DNA, because whatever the sequence we have on mRNA, which are nothing but complementary of DNA. Complementary means opposite, means A is forming bond with T, so we can say A is complementary of T, and G is forming bond with C, so we can say C is complementary of G, or G is complementary of C, like this. Okay, so whatever the sequence of mRNA, nitrogen bases present on mRNA, they are complementary to DNA. Is it or not? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm writing here few sequence like A. It is A, U, G, C, C, T, T, A, not T, U will come here. G,
Sir, I
C.
guess there are people waiting in the room.
How beta?
Sir, I guess there are people waiting in the room.
No, nobody is there.
Okay, sir. Sir, they were writing message in the group.
Sir, message, sir.
They were in the waiting room. Okay. So now see that AUG is called as beta starting codon, means the formation of protein always start from AUG only. Okay, that's why AUG is called as starting codon. So ribosomes used to attach over here. Okay, let me draw. Ribosome used to attach over here like this. This is the first unit and another unit like here. Okay, this like this way ribosome is attaching on mRNA and it inverting tRNA. tRNA is structure like this. Okay, that is called a beta lysine. Lysine molecule, which is nothing but a single amino acid. Okay, and that tRNA contain sequences like A, instead of A here A T, so instead of T U will come here, then here A, and here AUG, so C will come here. Okay, see again these are the complementary of that particular triplet codon. So that tRNA will come one by one over here, and this lysine molecule will release over here only. Then that ribosome will shift one unit here in this direction, and ribosome will reaches over here. Okay, then another tRNA will come here in order to read this 3 nucleotide. Okay, this the set of 3 nucleotide is called a triplet codon. Then another lysine molecule will attach over here. So one by one, all the sequences are being going to read by the rRNA, okay, which is ribosomal RNA, and it travels from one end of the mRNA to another end. Okay, this process is called a beta translocation. This is called as translocation, and tRNA is coming according to the sequences present on mRNA and releasing every time a single lysine molecule. This process is called as beta translation. This process is called as translation. So transcription, translation, and translocation, these are the 3 important steps which are used for the formation of required protein that will carry out the function within the cell. Okay, now understood what is transcription, translation, translocation?
Yes.
Yes. So that is nothing but the protein beta, because many amino acid will combine together, will undergo polymerization, and this is nothing but the protein. Okay, this is the protein. Okay. Sorry. So ribosome That is nothing but that unit is called as rRNA. rRNA means ribosomal RNA, and which is nothing but the ribosome. Okay. Okay, let's discuss from here again. So ribosomes are involved in the synthesis of protein. I hope you understood now how it is going to use during the protein synthesis. Okay. And Golgi bodies in secreting the and the endoplasmic reticulum is transporting and storing the product. Means ribosome used to produce the protein, means it helps in protein synthesis. Then Golgi body is secreting and endoplasmic reticulum is the transporting and storing product of the cell. Okay, these three organelles operate together. Which are they? Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, and ribosomes. They work together simultaneously. Okay. Okay. If you will observe under the electron microscope, you will see the structure of all this, like Golgi body and endoplasmic reticulum will appear like this. So this is the part where ribosomes are absent here. Is it? So if ribosomes are not attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, okay, it's called a beta smooth one. And here, if you will see here, that endoplasmic like reticulum, on endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are being attached. So they are called as beta rough endoplasmic reticulum. And here in this endoplasmic reticulum, there is no ribosomes are attached, so that's why it is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so ribosomes are attached, then it is called as rough, and if it not attached, then it is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Okay, now we'll discuss the structure. See, a network of the membrane with thickness is between 50 to 60 angstrom, and it is of the two type, rough and smooth, that we already discussed. If ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, then they are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And if ribosomes are not attached or ribosome free endoplasmic reticulum are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, they are distributed like throughout the cytoplasm, and it is in contact with the cell membrane as well as the nuclear membrane. Okay, means that endoplasmic reticulum is attached to the outer cell membrane as well as the nuclear membrane.
So one doubt.
So
what is Armstrong 8 degrees?
Oh, it is the very small unit. Okay, let me
Sir, your
write.
voice is breaking, sir.
Voice is breaking?
No, sir.
For everyone?
No, sir, your voice is not breaking.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, so wait a second. Now we have to convert Armstrong to the meter. Okay, you know the thickness of that cell or cell organelles is very less. Okay, so in order to measure their thickness, we are using very small unit called Armstrong. It is A0, and 1 Armstrong is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meter beta. Okay, Yogesh, who asked that question? Armstrong?
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, it's not breaking.
I think Priyanshu's is getting weak network, that's why. Shriyanvi?
Yes, sir.
Is my voice is breaking for you?
No, sir.
Miss Priyanshu, you are getting weak network, beta. Huh? You can go through the video also. I will upload on YouTube. Don't worry. Okay. So have you understood about the relation between Armstrong and meter?
Sir, so is Armstrong less than nanometer?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we will discuss the next part. Where were we? Here. Okay, now we have to discuss what are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum. So it provides internal framework and compartment and reaction surface in order to transport various protein enzyme through it. Okay, through the nucleus to the cytoplasm and cytoplasm to the cell membrane. Okay, RER means rough endoplasmic reticulum is the site for protein synthesis because ribosomes are present there, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, okay, are the site for the steroid synthesis, means they form steroid with the help of SCR, okay, and store the carbohydrate. Okay, they store the carbohydrate. Okay, so these are the function of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now we will discuss about the Golgi apparatus. It is the stalk membrane sac of the same thickness as endoplasmic reticulum, and it exhibits great diversity in the size and shape. They may be very small or they may be the very large in size. In animal cell, present around the nucleus and 2 to 3 in 2 to 7, sorry, 3 to 7 in number. In plant cell, many in number as compared to the plant and present scattered throughout the cell called dictosomes. Okay, dictosomes. But they are present in very smaller like size, but in large number in plant cell. What are their function? They use to synthesize and secretion of the enzyme, means they are using the protein and they are converting those protein into required enzyme. They are participate in the transformation of membrane to give rise to other membrane. Okay, they used to form different kinds of membrane if they are required inside the cell. And their structure they are providing structure to the lysosomes also, and lysosomes they store the waste material of the cell. Okay, so structures such as lysosome, acrosome and dictosomes synthesize wall element like pectin and mucilage, and these are the very important like material in order to perform functions within the cell in order to convert protein into the enzymes. Now we'll discuss about the ribosomes. So ribosomes are the smallest unit or the cell organelles of the cell, and they are spherical in shape and they are about 150 to 250 angstrom in diameter. They are made up of the large molecules of ribosomal like RNA and protein. They are called as ribonucleic protein. You know what is the full form of RNA? It is ribose nucleic acid. Okay, they present
Sir,
either
DNA sir, deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA
yes,
ribonucleic
ribose
acid.
nucleic acid. Yes, it is deoxyribose nucleic acid is DNA and ribose nucleic acid is RNA. They present either as well as free or in the form of particle in cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, who ribosomes. They also found stored in nucleus inside the nucleus also. They also found inside the nucleus, and they are about ATS type found in a eukaryotic. See, there it is the type. ATS is the type of the cell, ribosome. Okay, and 70S, which is the found in prokaryotic cell. So 80S and 60S, these are the two main types of ribosomes. 80S are present in eukaryotic cell and 70S are present in prokaryotic cell. Okay. They are the site of protein synthesis because every cell required protein synthesis. Okay, in order to produce the required protein to function the various like activities inside the cell, proteins are being important, and those protein are being synthesized with the help of RNA and ribosomes. Okay, so their main function is to help in or to synthesize the protein, or they help in the process of protein synthesis. Very important ribosomes are. Okay, so here we have some important questions. Given below is the list of the function related to the respective organelles. Synthesis of some enzyme, Golgi operators. Synthesis of steroid, smooth endoplasmic, SER means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Storage of carbohydrate, rough endoplasmic
Rough
reticulum.
endoplasmic reticulum.
Yes. Intracellular transportation, endoplasmic reticulum. Synthesis of protein, ribosomes.
Rough endoplasmic reticulum.
Synthesis of protein is ribosomes. Okay. Synthesis of some enzyme, then steroid, then storing of carbohydrate and intercellular transport and synthesis of protein. It is by the ribosomes. Okay. This is by the Golgi operators or Golgi body. Synthesis of steroid is SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Carbohydrate is RER. And intercellular transport is ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so exercise is really very easy, just go through it. Okay, name the equivalent structure of Golgi body in plant, mention two difference between their structure. Okay, so in animal cell they are very large in size, but in plant they are very small in size. In plant cell they are like many in numbers, but in animal cell they are 3 to 7 only. Mention two advantages of the extensive network of the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so two advantages is what? One is they help in intercellular transportation of material. Second one is they help in storing the carbohydrate and synthesis of protein. Oh no, synthesis of steroid. These are the two important advantages. Now, fourth, what are the three places where ribosomes occur in the cell? So, in the cytoplasm, on endoplasmic reticulum, and inside the nucleus. Fifth one, name the membrane system that contain the nuclear membrane with the cell membrane. Name the membrane system that contain the in Golgi of endoplasmic reticulum only. Okay, because endoplasmic reticulum's membrane is as similar as the the cell membrane, because they are made up of the protein and lipid. Okay, understood everyone? Everyone, do reply, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.